Mama, you know okay, so I can't finish the video because I didn't really do like enough research. It's like singing it would be an issue. So, but I think if you know that song by Boyz II Men, you know where I was getting at. This video is for all the moms out there, and I have a lot of moms in my Facebook group that really want to kick butt at video marketing, and so I made this video for you awesome sauce women, okay? Now, let me just preface, I don't have any children, but I have nieces, a nephew who's older, but I definitely have nieces. I've been around kids. I used to be a nurse, and nurses have one thing in common that moms do. Multitasking, okay, having multiple things, having to cater to a lot of people, and then have your own sanity, all right? And so I wanted to make this video to encourage you and to give you some advice on how you, mom, you out there, how you can actually have a video marketing strategy when it comes to recording and consistency that still works without you feeling like you're neglecting your children. Okay, so first, my first piece of advice is to pick a day out of the week, be committed to it. So let's say it's a Tuesday, I'm just gonna give you that random date. Monday, and honestly the reason why I jumped to Tuesday because Monday may not be the best date for a mom, especially obviously with kids, right? Because Monday is the start of the week, it's the first day back to school. They're like, they go back to school. You're like, yay, they're going back to school. There's like a lot of different emotions, and you may not want to do something like this on a Monday. By Tuesday, the kids are like, yay, I made it through the first day of school. You're like, yes, I had a break. Tuesday, you're like, okay, you know when they're at school, your behind is in front of the camera, okay? Like, I guess behind is like me being a mom to you saying, get your behind here and do the work. But anyway, like you're in front of the camera doing what you need to do to make your video content. I would definitely use some kind of spreadsheet or outline where you're outlining what you're gonna talk about, when it's due, like be so specific so that you could check that off and actually give your, like reward yourself. Like when I like, again, my computer's right here, so you know I'm not talking smack. When I record my videos, I literally, after I'm done recording, I don't wait till I get to like, cause I usually edit on my desktop. Depending on how I feel, I can get on my laptop, but usually it's on my desktop. I just flow a little bit faster on my desktop, but I'm getting off subject. When I'm done recording my videos, I literally go to my laptop and I check start date, which would, like if I was recording this today, I put the start date, I put the time, because what the time does is it helps me to actually remember how long the video was, and that is more so an editing thing. I'm getting a little deep, but you don't necessarily have that time. And then the platform that I want to share it with. But what I'm doing, or share it on, but what I'm doing is I'm accountable, and I'm like, yes, I recorded this on this day. Also, what the spreadsheet does is it automatically highlights the date that I recorded it. So then when I go to look at what I recorded on this date, it's color coded. So then I don't have to worry like, oh, what did I do on that date? When did this come out? Like I get to see everything. And it really like, it's like a pat on the back, you know, for me. It's telling me like, hey girl, you did your thing, okay? So I want you to be encouraged for that. Also, moms, I know a lot of you, especially if you're a newborn, a lot of them will say, record when your baby is sleeping, okay? Or they'll say, sleep when your baby is sleeping. My advice to you is learn your newborn schedule first and don't feel guilty about that. So you didn't record your videos that first month they were born. I wouldn't expect you to. Maybe not even the second month. Maybe by the third month, get some momentum going. But my whole point is, once you start learning how baby works, then you can work around baby. Now, something else that I would try to do, yes, this is an audio issue to an extent, but for instance, if you have one of those like automatic rockers and it doesn't have like a play toy that's gonna make a lot of noise, record while baby is there, and I'm gonna tell you why. Baby can hear your voice. So they know mommy's around, they know they're not neglecting, and if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting in front of the camera and I'm recording too much, and the baby's in the other room and you're just like, you can't mentally focus, you don't feel so bad because baby's right there. But something you need to keep in mind is be prepared if baby might cry, baby might poop, like things of that nature. But it's okay to hit that stop button and go take care of baby, because family really does matter, okay? The next thing, if you are married, and I have to say if because everyone's relationship dynamics are different, if you're married, tell your spouse, listen, I need to record 10 YouTube videos or whatever platform you're doing it for, right? Tell them, this is my goal, and if you really wanna like be a team player, put an actual time limit on it. So hypothetically, well, not hypothetically, right now it's 2:19. So you can tell your spouse, I need to at least 4 o'clock to get through these videos, okay? Now, honestly, depends on how well you are in front of camera. If that time frame is shooting and editing, all of that is a factor, but think about that. But maybe it's just shooting. So if you tell them I need until 4, they will say, you know what, my significant other said they need until 4 p.m. I'm gonna watch the baby. I'm gonna make sure baby's quiet, is fed, all that jazz, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna bother them, okay? Then here's what I want you to do. Reward your spouse or your significant other for supporting you in that manner. So maybe, hey babe, you wanna go get ice cream? Or cook their favorite meal on that Tuesday, whatever. So that means you gotta prepare, like if it's a favorite meal, you gotta go shopping for it. Because you don't wanna finish recording and have to run to the grocery store and come back, you don't wanna do all that. Be prepared for, like, on Tuesdays, this is what I do. Nobody bothers me, okay? Okay, so that should make a lot of sense to you, if not some. Then next, what I would definitely do is start thinking about your distribution plan. So if you plan on posting like 2 videos a week, then you're going to need to shoot more videos, and definitely batch. I have a video about batching. Please go watch that. That'll help you to get a little bit more understanding. So moms, I hope this gave you a little bit of advice on how you can definitely still use video in your business even if you have kids around. The other thing I'm gonna close it with is, if you're not uncomfortable with sharing your children on the internet, then let them run amok. I'm not saying have them scream their heads off while you're recording. Obviously, that's gonna be very distracting to the viewer, but let them know, like, hey, listen, you guys can play in the other room, but mommy is going to record right now, and this is very important. You can even kind of like let them know how much of important this is, because if you don't get these videos out, you can't buy them something that they really want. And you're not lying, this is part of your business, right? This is how you're making revenue, so you tie them two together. So if they're looking for a toy and like, listen, I gotta get these videos out because this is how mommy gets booked, that's how mommy gets money, and that's how mommy can buy you toy X. They'll listen, trust me. So you don't have to lie is what I'm saying. But some kids make content. I know a lot of times when Phoenix comes into I said her name and I look down because usually she'll jump, but she's asleep right now. See? Now she moved. But listen, my whole point is, a lot of times when I'm doing video content, Phoenix will jump in and I just keep it moving. Some people may think it's inappropriate, like, whatever, you're not my audience and I'm not making the video for you, and nothing is perfect. Like, there are things that you know have to be perfect. Like if you're shooting a company commercial that is really gonna represent your brand like to the fullest for every person that sees it, you might not want a dog running in it unless people know you love dogs. So that's why you need to know yourself, you need to be self-aware, you need to love yourself, you need to know your audience, and then that's also why it helps when you do share personal things on social, so that your audience, when those things pop up, like when Phoenix pops into the scene, they're not like, where is this random Shih Tzu coming from? She never told me about her. All makes sense, all right? So I will see you next time. Like this video if you like it, leave a comment below. You are a video blazer, and don't let being a mom make you feel guilty. See you next time. Bye.